to another episode of Strategic Minds Making Money Moves, where we put strategies to work to get that green. I am so glad that you joined us today because we have some treats in line for you. I promise you will get a thing or two by the time this episode is over. It is my honor and my pleasure to introduce to you Kwavi, and I'm going to let her talk to you about the wonderful business that she has put together. Welcome, Kwavi.
Wow, thank you so much. I am so appreciative of being on this show today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Would you
you
share with our audience a little bit about your business?
Yes, so my name is Kwavi. I'm actually a life coach for women 50 and over. And my goal is to be able to plant that seed so that women 50 and over realize that their life is just beginning. Unfortunately, we live in a very youth-obsessed society that kind of makes women in their 50s and over feel insignificant. So I'm the poster child to let women know that, you know what, your life is just beginning, and I'm showing them how.
All right, now I like that, especially since I know who you're talking to. So we love to do that. That is okay.
Yes.
But let's explore that a little bit more. What would you like to discuss today?
Well, I just want to let women know that even though society does have a way of making you feel that your life is over, you need to stay in the shadows, I want to encourage women to really, those goals and desires, to let them know it's not too late and they're not too old, that they can still go after their goals, regardless. Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of strategy would you like help
So
with?
one of the things I actually focus on first is their mindset. Like, what are the thoughts? Now, it's not uncommon for you to get to a certain age and internally you have those thoughts in your head telling you, you know what? Why are you doing that? You shouldn't be wearing that. You shouldn't go back to school. You're too old to do that. And then you tell people around you, lots of people are probably going to agree with you and tell you, don't. I want you to challenge your mind. I want you to challenge those thoughts when they come up and ask yourself, is that really what I want for myself? And are those thoughts really true? Like, is it true that you can't do it? Like, really investigate that, because our thoughts trigger how we feel. How we feel determine how we act, and how we act is what the results we see in our lives. So if you see that the results in your lives are not going the way that you want, I encourage you to check your thoughts, because that's where it all begins. That's where it all begins.
So we talk about checking our thoughts.
Yeah.
So we talk about this great community that you have, and it sounds like you have a wonderful opportunity for those of us that are a little bit more seasoned and can relate, right? So let's explore that a little bit further. How do you get your clients? And are you able to get the amount of clients that you're looking for?
All right. So I'll be honest with you. I want more, because my goal is to impact 1 million women in this world. Right now, I get my clients through, believe it or not, TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I do a lot of, I speak to them. They understand what I'm talking about because I can actually relate to what they're going through. I know how it is when you get to 50. Sometimes the kids are older, and then you kind of feel insignificant because you almost put all your worth on your kids. Unfortunately, that's also a stage in life where there's a very high rate of divorce. They actually call it gray divorce. So a lot of women who were married now find themselves single. And so when you add that together and then you add menopause on top of that, whew, you're like, oh my goodness, it's like you don't even know who you are again. And then look at the weight gain. There's so much going on. Your body is changing, and then you kind of feel like, who am I? And that's where I'm helping these. I'm helping these women realize that, you know what, we can overcome all of those. And because you're getting older, it doesn't mean you have to just go with the norm. We can shake things up. We can shake up things in this youth-obsessed society, even though we're older.
So, now you said the magic word, because, when we start talking about menopause, it's like, okay. And when you're in that meeting and you're sweating and you're going, okay, I can't go and do this. And if I keep patting myself, everybody's going to look at me like I'm crazy.
Yes.
Right? And so how do I handle that? How do I deal with that? Because it's natural.
It's
right?
natural.
Our hormones are changing.
Yes.
It's very, very natural.
It is.
And so you said you wanted more clients.
Yes.
Now I want to say a word that you said that from your mouth to God's ears.
Yes.
And we're going to mark that down on this vision board.
Yes.
1 million women.
Yes.
A million women. There is
million.
something significant about that number, 1 million, right?
Yep.
We want to touch and impact 1 million women.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about how we might be able to do that.
Okay.
I love the fact that you said you're on TikTok.
Yes.
Okay. But guess what? Did you know 72% of women that are over 50 are on Facebook? They are one of the largest constituents on Facebook.
Interesting.
Because they go to Facebook to learn more. Some of that is because you mentioned our kids are grown, our kids are doing things, they're moving forward. Well, kids are, talking about what they're doing. So what you end up having is a community of women that are sharing their stories about their families, about kids, and they're sharing them on Facebook.
Sure.
So I would encourage you to also spread that platform and think a little bit about how can I reach these women in a different way.
Yes.
The other thing, and you already know this in terms of video, but video impact on Facebook is the number one impact that they have when it comes to women.
Yes.
Now, if you get on Facebook, if you can get to the point where you are paying for ads, and you're doing ads around certain time periods, you want to do it around time periods where companies are actually doing advertising to things that are going to attract your women, right? So if there's ads that are coming up, watch and see who comes in when. Do a little bit of that research that said, I see that this person is always advertising clothes for the older women. I want to make sure I get in during that time period, right? As you continue to move forward. And that helps you with you getting sponsors.
Yes.
Obviously, right? Because we all want sponsors.
We all want sponsors,
today,
of
right?
course.
We want sponsors to pay for all of that. So it's really important to tie those two together in terms of making sure that you're aligned.
Yes.
One of the other things is, have you thought about getting in partnership with AARP?
Yes, I have actually. I wrote them an article.
You did?
Yes.
Tell the audience about your article.
Yes. So one of the things that women, unfortunately, when they get to 50 and over, one of the things that happens is their confidence starts to decrease. And I'm talking about women who have done amazing things in the past. They get to 50 and all of a sudden it's like all of a sudden their confidence just starts to decrease. And so one of the articles I wrote was the 10 tips to help you increase your confidence as you get older. Yeah.
So that's great. And I think writing articles is one way to let people know we're experts.
Yes.
Is to get data and information out there to let people know that we exist and how to reach us and how to join our community of other women that are going through the exact same thing.
True.
We're going to take a station break. And when we come back, I'm going to talk about a few more things that you might want to add to your portfolio in terms of expanding this opportunity to get more women over 50.
Oh, love it.
We'll be right back.
Strategic Minds, Making Money Moves with Vicki Wright-Hamilton focuses on helping entrepreneurs to overcome their business challenges to help increase their bottom line. Each episode provides strategies for growth and transformation. Watch Vicki share her 20-plus years of experience as a corporate executive to help entrepreneurs level up.
Welcome back. As you can see, Kwavi has a great program where she is starting with a community. She's bringing women together. And as she's bringing these women together, she's talking about certain challenges that women over 50 are having. What kinds of programs do you offer outside of your community engagement?
All right. Aside from that, I also offer international retreats. So I've done retreats in Bali, Thailand, Morocco. We're going to Greece in September. And these are just ways for women to kind of move away from their regular environment. As you know, women, we are like on the go constantly. Even when we do family vacations, when we do that, we come back, we need a vacation from the vacation because we're like tired. And so I organize these retreats so that women can feel pampered, so they can focus on themselves. And then this is a time for them to really just decide they can do whatever they want with their time. Like we organize coaching programs in the mornings. In the afternoons, that's their free time. They can read a book, they can take a nap. Actually, a few women have told me they haven't taken a nap in years. I mean, so they can do whatever they want in the afternoon. And then in the evenings, I also arrange like cultural adventures. And so we go to these different places where they can have a cultural experience. And the women have loved that. So that's another way. And then the other way too is I do private coaching. Like some women just come to me and say, you know what, I love the community, but I really want to just focus on me. I want to do something that's just one-on-one for myself. And I organize that. And that's normally like for a 6-month period. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, there's this network called the Transition Network.
Ooh, okay. Tell me more.
All right. So this Transition Network is a network full of women that are over 50
Ooh.
that are going through transition. They
Ooh.
may be transitioning back into workforce.
Mm.
They may be transitioning to being a single woman.
Uh-huh.
They may be transitioning into a new career.
Yeah.
They could be transitioning into a blended family. There's all kinds of things that they transition into. And one of the things that this network does is they're always looking for people that can add content, people that can come in and augment the programs that they have. Ching, ching, ching.
Ching, ching,
Ching,
ching.
ching,
I
ching,
hear that.
right?
I'm hearing that.
So the deal is that they a lot of times they'll ask for speakers to come in, and they want certain relevant conversations that you can really have true conversations about as you're moving forward in doing that. The other thing is, and this is going to sound a little bit outside of the box, but see, when I think strategy,
I like that though. I love outside the box.
I think we talk outside the box, so
Bring it on.
we can bring that
Bring
difference
it on.
in, right? Look at all the companies where we've got the older generation, and we've got a number of people that even may be getting ready for retirement. We've got people who are on the last, over the hill in their career, going, okay, I'm in the last 5 to 10 years, or whatever that might be. Why not go to corporations and say, I would like to offer a program to your more seasoned employees and helping them to adjust to wellness, adjust to mindset, adjust to challenges and changes. And in return, you can see a reduction in health expenses.
I like that. And they like that too.
And they like that too. You can see more of a community where you may be able to retain them longer.
Yeah, employee morale will go up.
You're seeing something that's dedicated just to them.
Yeah.
In terms
and they
of
like
moving
that.
forward.
Yeah.
So that's another avenue that you can truly explore where you can offer this through their programs. Because we're always talking about professional development.
Yeah.
And part of professional development is wellness.
Yeah.
Part of professional development is taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Mindset.
And that personal care and mindset. Well, what better way than to reach them where they are? As opposed to, we're going to focus our attention all on the other individuals, the new people that are coming in, the people that are in the middle of their career. We're going to give something to our more advanced, right? Our more seasoned. And be able to help us, because we know the talent market is going down.
Yeah.
We know that it's hard to recruit others. We know that we're asking a lot of people to come out of retirement because of the wisdom, the knowledge, what they have. So being able to give them an answer to their own problem,
I love that,
and give them a solution opens up a door for you to say, okay, I'm going to design this program the way I want to.
I love this.
And I'm going to make it so that you have some benefits that are going to happen to you as a business. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to help you with this ROI. So I'm going to help you retain talent.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you get some more focus. For all of your talent, because you already have probably a lot of professional development. But those of us that wisdom are going, look, I've been in this game a long time. I ain't really trying to go to no more professional development, okay? I've been assessed out, criteria out, I've been performance out, I've been all these things. So I'm not trying to do that. But I am trying to get a different mindset.
Yeah.
I'm at a different point in my career.
Yeah.
And I am trying to think about the next chapter.
Yeah, that's what it
that
is.
look like, right?
Yeah.
And what does that mean for me?
Because sometimes they don't even know that.
Exactly. You don't know it because you haven't even sat down to give yourself time to think about it.
That's what it is. That's it. That's it right there.
Okay. Then if you do that, you could take it one step further. All of these trips that you got, sponsor one with a company. We can do an international trip and give back to your executives, right? They're always doing executive things, whether it's golf, whether it's a retreat, whether it's a conference. Just make your conference that conference that they want to go to. That we're going to offer this to our more seasoned employees. And this is really different. It's not about
it's very
that
different.
Professional development.
It's very different. Right? And they'll also feel that, oh my goodness, they really thinking about me, because seasoned employees do not get perks like that.
That's right.
It's always the newer employees or mid-level, like they're trying to, for the season, because they feel they're on their way out, they're not focused on them. But this will make them feel so special and feel that, oh, you know what, I mean something. Because we all want to feel value. We all want to feel seen, and we all want to feel heard. And so that just encompasses all three right there.
Now, one last tip with that before we take a break.
Yeah.
And we all know what happens. Business has to take care of business first.
Yes.
You agree?
For true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to go through downsizing.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if one of your programs was part of the downsizing package?
Yes.
So we getting ready to downsize. We're getting ready to do some position eliminations, but we have a golden opportunity that we're going to give you, right? Whereas others, they give job placement to and all that. What if this was the program that they're offering to those individuals before they have to downsize?
Yeah.
We're going to take a break and we'll pick up when we come right back. We'll be right back.
Strategic Minds, Making Money Moves with Vicki Wright-Hamilton focuses on helping entrepreneurs to overcome their business challenges to help increase their bottom line. Each episode provides strategies for growth and transformation. Watch Vicki share her 20-plus years of experience as a corporate executive to help entrepreneurs level up.
Welcome back. So we were having great conversation as we were talking about, ways to actually get more clients and engage them and to move forward. One of the other tips that I'd like to talk about, and we're going to also see if we have a question or a comment from the audience, but I'd really like to talk about something else that's outside of the box. And this comes from personal experience. Until my father passed, I was taking care of him, and he lived in an independent living facility, right? And I remember when I was going through the research about the difference between independent and assisted living and all of that. And they were telling me about how much care you get and what that means. So he had his own place. He could take care of himself. It wasn't a problem or whatever. So it wasn't a very independent location. So when we were checking it out, I said, well, how old do you have to be in order to come to a independent living? They said 55. I said, huh? They were like 55. I said, 55? They said, you'd be surprised how many people are ready to downsize. They're ready to move to a place where they can have their own community inside, and they can live in a place that, where they can be themselves, because there's exercise there. There's programs that they have. AARP comes in, Medicare comes in, all of these different programs that they have that they offer. So I started thinking, wouldn't it be great as all of these places are coming up brand new? I mean, if you look down a block, another block,
Everywhere.
you see them. And why do you see them? Because we're living longer.
Yes.
Right? And so as we're living longer, people want a better quality of life. So nothing would prohibit you from going to one of those locations and talking to them about offering a program and letting those constituents in that program participate. You might have some people who say, I want that coaching. You might have some people say, oh, you got a community? Because we like community. Let's put those people inside of the community and we can all relate together. We can all work together. Because then you are exercising their brains. You are giving them something to look forward to. You're giving them a quality of life that ultimately goes to longevity of life. Right? In terms of moving forward. So I know as a daughter of my father, if he had a program like that, I would be all over it, because you want to keep them stimulated.
You do.
Right?
You do.
We don't want to lose that thought process and being able to think strategically and make things happen. So I just thought that might be something else that you might want to think about.
Yeah, I love that idea, because just yesterday I was driving and I pointed to my husband, I'm like, look, this new 55 plus community. I was like, wow. And it was new. I was like, I'm like, I need to go in there and talk to them. But I didn't know what I was going to talk about. So this is perfect. This is like, so I'm like, I am going there. Like, I'm going to plan something over the next week and just kind of walk in there and just talk to them.
Right.
And there's so many springing up.
That's right.
And it's helpful to them.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Thank you.
So it's a well-rounded kind of thing
is.
that, that you can do. And it also gives them something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
in
I'm
terms
excited.
of their day-to-day.
Yeah.
As they continue to move forward.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just a few things you can do. Let's see if we have a question or a comment from the audience.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Chef Katura, and I am owner and chef of All About the Mittens. here in Powder Springs, Georgia. And earlier in the interview, you mentioned writing an article for AARP and giving 10 tips. Can you share with us what one of those tips are?
Yeah. So one of them that I share with them is I ask the women to really think about their achievements thus far. Because when your confidence wanes, it wanes, and guess what your brain is telling you? You don't do anything. You haven't done anything. You're worthless. Those are the voices you're hearing. And so this is what I tell them to do. I'm like, get a pen and write down 10 of your most recent achievements. And it's interesting when you start to write those down, all of a sudden you feel so much pride. You get really excited, like, wow, I did that. And that's how, because our confidence wanes because we don't think we're doing anything. And that's one of the things I always encourage women to do is celebrate your wins, big or small. It makes a big difference. That's how we build confidence in ourselves. That's how we build belief in ourselves. So yes.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for your question. You know, it's really interesting because what you're speaking about is so true. We all have a cup that needs to be filled. And when we're whether you're a parent, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a friend, you know, whether you are working, you know, in a corporate environment, a public environment, whether you're volunteering, everybody needs to have their cup filled because we all have what? An ego.
You do.
Everybody has an ego.
A human. You're human.
And because we're human and we have this ego, we all want to know, I'm making a difference.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And, you know, it's even as I think about that, I think about the reason I started this show. I started this show because I truly believe that people of color need a platform. Yes. They need an opportunity to shine for that cup to what? Get full.
Yes.
And there's no reason why we can't share and learn and grow because there's a piece of the pie that's big enough for all of us.
So much.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody can have a piece.
Overflowing. That pie is big.
And that brings me to one of my last points that I want to talk about. You offer something that is of the mindset, that is moving forward, that is talking about the woman over 50 and what they're going through.
Yes.
There are also complementary businesses to what you do that you could actually partner with someone and make a holistic opportunity.
Yes.
So let's just take that one step further. Let's say that you were going on this retreat, and it may not even be international, maybe something local you want to do. Mm-hmm. And you're offering these programs about mindset, you're offering opportunities about what can happen. And while you're there, you said you want them to be spoiled. What would happen if you partnered with a spa that does massages and nails? They come and they offer a service with you. Now you're offering a total package, right? So you can help other businesses.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things we have to always remember is we don't have to do this alone.
Oh, no.
And there is so much opportunity for us to share.
Yeah.
This has truly been an awesome opportunity. I am so glad that you came. Can you all join me in thanking my guests today?
And thank you for the opportunity.
No problem, my pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Strategic Minds Making Money Moves. Remember, when you put those strategies out there, there is nothing that you can't do. See you next time.